Hello, I'm Tammy. Mick and I became debt-free in 2020, and today I'm sharing the next steps we took to reach our goal. Let's make a start. Debt can feel overwhelming, and rising living costs aren't helping. The thought of cutting your spending might be a bit scary at first, but creating a budget is essential if you want to become debt-free. And remember, it's only for now. In my last video, I asked you to list all of your household debt and add up the total. Although daunting, this gives you a clearer picture of what you owe, so you can make real plans towards paying them off. Secondly, I asked you to write a list of your monthly expenses, being careful to include everything, however small. If you haven't yet calculated both of these, please do watch my last video. I'll link it at the end of this video, or you can find it in my debt-free journey playlist. By writing all of these figures down, you'll have taken the first important step. To help guide you in the next stage, I've used one of our old 2019 bank statements to give an example. I've used it loosely, mixing it with costs from now and then, so it's not perfect, but hopefully it'll help. Here you can see that I've added up our combined wages for June. The next step is for you to do the same. List every penny that you have coming into your household. This could include wages, any government assistance, freelance work, side gigs, and any other reliable monthly sources, however small. You might like to pause this video and do this before we move on. Now over to our monthly expenses. This is a list of everything we spent in June 2019, totalling £2,880.81. Let's take a closer look. Listed here, we have the usual bills including rent, gas, electricity, water and council tax. But at the time, we were also paying off the last few payments of a £6,000 bank loan that we'd taken out for my car, the second of two cars we were running. 3 credit cards, which at the time totaled £2,120. We were paying off instalments for a mattress that we'd bought around that time. And on top of that, I was going out with my friends on a very regular basis. After paying for fuel, paying entrance fees for coffee and cakes, buying restaurant meals and afternoon teas, taking turns sometimes of course, but it all adds up. Very fun days out, but of course at a cost. There wasn't much money left for anything else. As you can see, after taking away our outgoings from our earnings, we were in the red by minus £146.14. I have to admit this was a regular occurrence for us. We'd stopped creating a budget years before, and the only time I knew what was in the bank was when Mick would say, "Tam, just to let you know, there's just X amount of pounds left in the overdraft." The next thing to do is to mark the essentials. Jane at Frugal Queen in France would say, the bare bones budget. Mark or highlight everything that is a must. These include rent or mortgage, council tax, utilities like electric, gas and water, food, minimum debt repayments, so as not to incur additional charges, and anything related to transportation if needed to get to work, like fuel and car insurance, train fare, bus fare, etc. If you can walk or cycle, that's great. Leave these unmarked. Now for the toughest part. For this to work, we must eliminate and minimise the wants, the non-essentials. Cross out anything you can stop paying for just for now. Please be ruthless with this. Keep your goal in mind and give everything so that you can see the benefits sooner and keep momentum going. You won't regret this, I promise. This could mean pausing all subscription services, cutting out all takeaways, including coffee, eating out, home deliveries like Deliveroo, Uber Eats, Just Eat, and anything else that costs money. You'll notice here that we finally cancelled our TV licence. The truth is, we hadn't watched TV for a few years, and we've been paying yearly out of habit. The TV is set for Xbox only. I only watch YouTube and DVDs. We also stopped doing the lottery and only continue to donate to one charity close to our hearts rather than two. Mick also cancelled Google Music as he uses YouTube Music instead. Remember, this won't be forever and you can still enjoy yourselves. Have games nights or go for walks. Look online and search for other inventive free things to do together. Look up fakeaways and learn to make your favourite foods at home. Have friends over for coffee instead of going out for one. Now look at everything else on your expenses list. Are you able to get any of your essential or other expenses reduced to a lower rate? We used comparison sites like USwitch to find better rates for our utilities like gas and electric. We used Go Compare for car insurance, Money Saving Expert to transfer zero balance transfer credit cards, reducing any interest, only the larger amounts that we couldn't pay off over a short period of time. We also changed our mobile phone plans to SIM only. We changed our house insurance over, had our home phone cut off and changed our internet provider. We reduced our breakdown cover and looked into other, more affordable ways of shopping for food. We also unsubscribed to emails from our favourite stores to avoid temptation. The biggest change we made was to get rid of one of our cars. This saved us on fuel, service and MOT costs, car tax, car insurance and breakdown cover. If you're following all the same steps we took, your next task will be to make those phone calls. See how much you can shave off your monthly expenditure. Throw yourselves in and get excited that you're making headway. Call each company like I did and explain your circumstances. Ask if you can have a payment holiday or if they can stop any more interest being added on. Maybe they can reduce your payments. You've got absolutely nothing to lose by asking. Don't be afraid to ask for help and advice from other sources. If you're in the UK, contact organisations like Citizens Advice, StepChange Debt Charity, National Debt Line, Christians Against Poverty, available to anyone regardless of their faith, or Money Helper. All of these services provide free, confidential debt advice and can help you. If you're in the USA, however, you can contact the National Federation of Credit Counselling, American Credit Consumer Counselling, Debt.org, the Debt Helpline, Money Management International, or the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. All of these offer free and impartial advice. Once you have your budget in place, try and set up automatic payments. We've got direct debits set up for all our bills. They go out just 1 or 2 days after we've been paid. This way, all of our bills will be paid on time and you'll know what you have left to pay towards your debts and save for your emergency fund. Good luck with that, and in the next video, I'll be sharing how we paid off our debts and how to build an emergency fund. Please join me for that. Please share your thoughts and any advice you can give, and hopefully we can continue to build a supportive community here. Remember, we're stronger together. Take care.